What's up, boys? MKTV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today, lads, we do have rating your game week 1 FPL teams. If you do enjoy, smash thumbs up, subscribe. Without further ado, see you up there. Before we hop into things, lads, this is the league. If you do want to go ahead and join it, we have prizes and stuff as well, lads. Jersey giveaways, all that kind of good stuff as well. Football shirts, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, more and more prizes as well and stuff, lads, along the way. We have around 50 people, I believe, at the moment. In and around 50 people at the moment. So if you do want to get involved, lads, you know, if you have a good chance of winning stuff as well. And yeah, get involved, lads. The code is in the link in the description down below or whatever as well. Also, the code is here if you do want to join there, and the ordered link and stuff as well, I'll leave in the description down below. See you over there. If you do ever want your team rated, lads, we are going to be, you know, Discord link down below and stuff. Basically, doing them from there. And yeah, that's sharing thing. First one is from Omar, lads. Looking at his team, Ramsdale in goals, Cancelo, Alexander-Arnold, Zinchenko, and Lindelof is an interesting one. Salah, obviously captain as well and stuff that could change. Martinelli, Luis Diaz, Kante, Jesus, and Haaland. He hasn't shown me the bench, which again doesn't give me the best kind of, you know, for help and that kind of thing, for money and that. But in all honesty, it is a nice team. I really, really do like the look of it. First upgrade I would do, I'll rate it out of 10 first. I give it a 7 out of 10, I think. It's a decent team. It's not the top level. Like, you know, you have some good players in there and stuff as well, don't get me wrong. But what I would do first is maybe look at a Chelsea defender, maybe a Mendy in goals. Again, yeah, Ramsdale isn't bad, but I would get rid of one of the Arsenal defenders. Don't think there's a need to double up there. And maybe get rid of Zinchenko, bring in the likes of maybe Cucurella, who looks like he's going to Chelsea or someone. You know, just someone else. A Trippier could be a really, really good option as well. Also, Lindelof I will get rid of. Maybe look at the likes of Dallo, who's a better option, more nailed on. And maybe look, you know, Malacia, someone like that. Or you can go for someone 4.5 million, anyone you want in there as well. Then I will get rid of Kante, and if you have a spare bit of, you know, money left over or something as well, maybe go for Pedro Neto or someone. Or Aronson from Leeds and stuff as well. Could be a good one. But yeah, I like to look at the team, man. Again, maybe Haaland for Kane. You know, it's up to yourself in that as well. First one, 7 out of 10. Next team, lads, is going to be from Ghost. We're going to get through to his team. Again, kind of, I like the way he's shown the thing as well and stuff somehow. But yeah, first one then. Mendy in goals, really, really nice. Alexander-Arnold to Cancelo, Perisic, James, Cucurella. Really, really nice, solid, you know, defense in that. Salah, Saka, Son, and Neto. And then obviously Jesus as well and stuff. Olsen on the bench. Maybe go for Ward as a backup keeper. Could potentially be playing, or Iverson. Taylor, Andreas, and Greenwood, again, not bad. Could get Williams as well instead of one of the defenders. You might need to play 5, but really like the look of it as well. The fact that Cucurella could be going to Chelsea, we're not fully confirmed yet. Perisic would be probably my first one. I'm going to rate it out of 10, though. The fact that you don't have a premium striker, you do, like, say, 2 midfielders, Son and Salah, is really, really nice as well. And what I would do with that, I'll probably give it a... I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10 as well. Honestly, it's a decent team in that. There is some nice, you know, strengths to it and stuff as well. Perisic isn't fully nailed on for me, so I would maybe try and get someone different instead of him. Maybe a Diaz or something. Maybe get rid of Cucurella, bring in Williams and get, you know, put money somewhere else. But yeah, it's a nice team, man. Again, I probably would try and get a Kane or a Haaland or something like that as well. But if you want to go for Son, that's perfectly fine as well. But yeah, nice team there, man. And yeah, moving on to the next one. Next team, lads, we do have is Jax. Looking at his team and stuff as well. Lloris in goals is a bit harder to see. Perisic, Cancelo, James, Van Dijk, and Alexander-Arnold, really, really nice there as well. Lingard in midfield is nice as well, and Sterling captain. So there's no Salah in this draft, which is interesting. Who's even on the bench there? Aribo, he's a nice one as well. Tavernier's a really good option. Almiron as well, I really, really like. Sanchez is a backup keeper as well, is really, really nice. Haaland, Jesus, and Alvarez. First thing to stand out to me out of 10, I'll give it a 7.5, I think. No, I'll give it a 7 as well. It's been 7 so far, but honestly, I think it just does need a little bit of upgrade. You could go to a flat, you know, like the likes of Greenwood, your kind of template bench. Williams from Notts Forest, you get Pereira and you can get Greenwood. It'll save a bit of coins there and stuff as well, or, you know, money or whatever and stuff as well. And I would try and bring in Salah, but again, if you do want to go without Salah, that's fine. Alvarez, I know you're a City fan on that, but I think Alvarez is not nailed on enough to be an option, in my opinion. You could try and push for a Wilson or something, you know, bit of money as well and stuff. You get Iverson or Ward in goals and on the bench, and you could, you know, 0.5. You might build up to a Wilson or whatever there as well. I would try and get rid of Perisic, but again, you know, he could be a really good option as well. I'm not telling you can't have him. And yeah, it's a really, really nice team. It is a 7. I'd give it like a 7.5, I think, actually. Yeah, no, a 7.5. It's a good draft, to be fair. And yeah, moving on to the next one. The next one we do have, lads, is going to be Freddie's. Moving into this one as well. Adrian in goals. Alisson in goals, my bad. Perisic as well, really, really common option as well. James, Alexander-Arnold, and Chilwell. So double Chelsea defence. Quite interesting. And yeah, Salah there as well, captain. Say Maximin, Martinelli, Kane, Jesus, and Havertz. So really, really nice. I like the team there, I'm not going to lie. Vestergaard on the bench as well. Diallo on the bench as well, which is interesting. Winks. Again, you know, that's perfectly fine as well and stuff. I would give this team, honestly, probably an 8 out of 10. It's slightly better, I think, than the previous ones we've seen and stuff. and I do like the look of it as well and stuff. The one thing I would do, though, you've no City players at all. If you don't like City at all, you do need City players in there. I would maybe push for Diaz or something. Maybe swap Chilwell for Diaz or, you know, James, whatever. And I would try and bring in probably a Chelsea or Man City defender. Again, Perisic, not my favourite option here at this moment in time, but who knows, he could be class in a few weeks or whatever. But yeah, I do like the team though. It's really, really nice. Havertz is interesting there as well. 3 Chelsea players. But my first option I would be trying to bring in. I like the Kane in there as well. But yeah, my first thing I would do is potentially try and bring in a few City players. Even maybe that be Foden or Grealish or something who's an option there. You don't have to. Or just go for a Cancelo or a Diaz or something. But yeah, nice team there, man. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Next team, lads, we do have is from Mcmahon. And it is going to be this team here. Right. First and foremost, your goalkeeper. It's an interesting team, to be fair. Really interesting. Out of 10s, we just have Forster, Lamptey, Fofana, Walker, Peters, Koulibaly, Thiago, Fernandes, Palmer, yeah? Kane, Haaland on the bench, Elliott, Emerson, Ronaldo and Kane up top as well. That's nice. Right, and Sanchez on the bench as well. I would first and foremost maybe switch around some players and put, you know, the right players on the team and that. I would take out probably Lamptey because he's a bit too expensive for what you get. And out of 10, first and foremost, I think this has to be a 5 out of 10. I'm not going to lie. There's no Salah in the team, which is fine, but I just don't really like it. The midfield options as well, the likes of Kante, Palmer, Thiago, they're just not really strong enough for me. I would say try and bring in the likes of a Neto or someone, or, you know, a Saka, Mount, whoever you want there, for instance, Ward-Prowse. But it isn't a bad team. I'm not going to say it's a bad team, because it's not. But there's just kind of a few weird options there as well and stuff. If you bring in Haaland as well into the front three as well, will be decent, will be probably better and stuff. But yeah, there's just room for improvement in there and stuff as well. Maybe get rid of Thiago and, you know, bring in some more players like that. Watch some videos on the tips as well and stuff that I did do on the channel. And yeah, not too bad, bro. And yeah, moving on to the next one. So the next team we do have, lads, is going to be from Sync. Moving into his team, it is going to be Salah in goals. Cash, James, Alexander-Arnold and Cancelo. Really nice defense. Madison, Buendia, Maximin, Saka, Jesus, Kane. Martinez on the bench, which is interesting. Trossard as well. Undav and Ramsdale on the bench as well. Really interesting team. I like the look of it off the bat. And off the bat, I would, again, no Salah in this one, which is interesting as well. Out of 10, I think I'd give this team a 6 point... No, I'd give it a 7. It's a decent defense and stuff as well. I would give it a 7. It's kind of like in and around that kind of stage. There's just a few... Actually, hold on. I think that has to be a 6. I'm sorry. I think that has to be a 6. There's just too many kind of weirder... Not weird options, but just the likes of Buendia. I don't know if you get enough game time. The likes of Trossard on the bench, it just seems like a bit of a waste of money. But again, you know, if that's what you want as well and stuff, go for it. But if I was looking at a midfielder from Villa, I would probably look at Leon Bailey. Probably is a better option there. Martinez as well, maybe going for the likes of even Nico Williams from Forest. Or Malacia, who's someone nailed on. Dallo, for instance, as well. But it's not a bad team. I do like the look of it as well. I would try and maybe get in another Liverpool player as well in the attack, because, you know, they scored the most goals last season. Maybe another City player as well and stuff. But decent team there, bro. I give it a 6 out of 10 for now. Next team we do have, lads, is going to be from the best. Shout out to you as well, bro. De Gea in goals. Zinchenko, Alexander-Arnold. Who the hell is that? Droger, is it? Koulibaly, Diaz, Salah, Ward-Prowse, Bowen, Jesus, Haaland, then Valerie Taylor and Kundal on the bench with Olsen. Not a bad team. Off the bat as well, I think I would give it like a... It has Salah in it and stuff as well, which is decent. I think I'd give it a 6 as well. I think I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It is decent. I like the likes of Haaland and that as well. One thing I would say, there's not enough Spurs for me. You know, Spurs are really good attack and stuff as well. Not really enough City in defence as well. I think you do need at least one City defender. Maybe for the likes of... Yeah, I don't know who that... I'm not too sure. I've never heard of that drug. Is it from Forest, I think he is? I don't know about that one. I'd probably get Williams in there as well. He's probably the same price. Would be a better option in my opinion and nailed on more, probably. Then I would look at maybe getting rid of Zinchenko, bringing in the likes of... Even if it's Walker you have to bring in. Or Diaz or someone. I think it would help a bit. Maybe looking at someone different for Bowen, but I do like the Bowen option as well. And De Gea, you could, you know, put to Mendy or something as well for a better defense as well and stuff. So yeah, it's not a bad team, bro. There's a few little minor changes you need to do. Well, I would recommend. And yeah, I give it a 6 out of 10, bro. Next one we do, lads, have is from Sync. I think this could be 8. I have no idea. But yeah, next one we do go into, lads, it is going to be Ramsdale in goals, James Perisic, Cancelo. Yeah, it's a nice team. I really like this one. This would probably be... If I'm looking at this for a team, lads, I probably would give this as an 8. I think this is the best team we've seen so far. Possibly a 9, but there's a few things that I would say. Maybe an 8. We'll give it an 8 for now. We'll give it an 8.5. It's a really, really nice team. Ramsdale, obviously, they're double defence as well from fullbacks from Liverpool. Robertson and Alexander-Arnold. Salah in there as well. Martinelli. Bailey's a really good option as well. I like that one. Jesus and Kane, it's perfect up top. James I like as well. Perisic is the only option I would say maybe looking at maybe another City defender or something, or someone different, but really nice defense as well. You haven't doubled up on Chelsea on them, which I like as well. And yeah, the bench as well and stuff is perfect in my opinion. Or Neto down there as well. Really, really nice team. This is an 8.5 for me. This is definitely an 8.5. Really, really nice team. Again, you're not really going to get a 10 draft at the moment, but no, it's a nice team there, bro, as well. And yeah, moving on to the next one. Next one we do, lads, have is from Riley. And I'm just going to open this up bigger. Here we go. Riley's team, then we do have Mendy in goals, Alexander-Arnold, Walker, James Cancelo, really nice defense. Salah, Bailey as well. Ward-Prowse is a lovely one of my favorite ones. Diaz there as well, Vardy, Jesus, Williams, Andreas Pereira, Mitrovic on the bench as well is interesting, and Henderson as well. Really nice team. Every single player plays, which is good. Walker could be a bit of a rotation risk. Out of 10, I'd give this probably a 7, bro. I like the look of the team and stuff. Vardy, I don't know, is a bit questionable, but again, people are kind of writing off Leicester, I think, so not a bad one. If I was looking at this, though, I probably would try and bring in Wilson from Newcastle over Vardy, in my opinion. Might save a bit of coin, or, a bit of money there as well and stuff. I like the double up on City defence. The double up on Chelsea defence is a bit questionable, but you have already 3 Liverpool players, so it's fair enough. Maybe looking at, Ramsdale in goal for Mendy, but again, that's up to you as well and stuff. It's a nice defence, though. I like the whole team as well, the whole build around it. And yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10, bro. Nice team. The next team we do have, lads, is going to be from Neil before me. Again, I'll open it up a little bit bigger and stuff as well. So he does have Alisson, so he's not really told us which one he's playing and stuff, which I rate. But yeah, looking at his team then and stuff as well, right. He's 0 in the bank as well and stuff, fair enough. Tony, Haaland, and Jesus up top. Son, Salah, Murphy is a bit questionable, I won't lie. Andreas, Onyeka as well. Rors, I don't know who that is. Justin as well as decent one. Perisic, Matip, Kufal, Alisson, and Gaz. I think I'd have to give this one a 5 out of 10. I won't lie. I like some aspects of it, but the defense is lacking for me. Just, the likes of, Perisic as well. I'm not really fully gone with Kufal as well. It's just, who would I really play? Matip as well as a bit of a rotation risk. Even the midfield is just not really up to scratch. I suppose you could try and get a Neto in there, a Bailey in there. It would bring it up a bit. And maybe, I don't know if you need 3 forward options that are like that, but it's not a bad team. There is just a few things that I would change, maybe the likes of Tony and that as well and stuff, or that kind of thing as well. It's a decent team though, man. I give it a 5 out of 10 for now, and just a few different, no, I'll give it a 6 out of 10 for now, but a few different things I would try and change. Next one we do, lads, is going to be from Jamie, or Lido, whatever you want to call him. And get into this team then. Ramsdale in goals, James, Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, and Cancelo. Really, really nice, solid defence. Rashford, Martinelli, Salah, Neto. Really, really good midfield. Kane, Jesus. This is honestly, I'm not joking, the only upgrade I would do is probably Gaza off the bench. Maybe for like a Ward or an Iverson who could potentially get minutes as a 4 million keeper option. But no, this team is, it's actually very close to mine, I won't lie. The only thing I don't have is Rashford in that, and maybe James, I think, Ramsdale. It's a really, really nice team. The bench as well, that's what I'm saying to a lot of people. Maybe trying to upgrade, put your bench. Like Andreas and Williams will guarantee pretty much game time, which is really, really good for 4.5 million and 4 million. And then obviously Greenwood is a decent option as well. But I love this team, really, really do. Salah in there as well, Kane in there, Jesus. I'd probably give this a 9.5. I really, really would. I like the look of the team. Just a few minor upgrades, like the likes of Gaz in for like Iverson or Ward, because they potentially are the Leicester keeper for this season for 4 million. So yeah, that's the only changes I would do for now. Really, really nice team. Best team, best for last in my opinion as well. And yeah, moving on to the next one. And to wrap up this video today, lads, we're going to be doing Yusuf's team. And looking at this team then, Mendy in goals, Zinchenko, James, Diaz, Perisic, Salah captain as well, Neto, Ward-Prowse, Son, Martial, Jesus. This is a brilliant team. I like the look of this. Elanga on the bench is decent. Cucurella as well. You could go for a cheaper option if you want, but nonetheless, really, really nice team. He has Adrian and Mendy as his 2 goalkeepers. Again, the Ward thing could be a good option as well. And yeah, really, really nice team, bro. The only thing I think you may be missing is, no, you have, I suppose, you've Son in there instead of Kane, which is fair enough. Perisic, again, I probably would change to like a Liverpool defender. If you have the likes of Trent or someone in there as well, it would be nice. I give this a 7 out of 10, though. It's a nice team, bro. And yeah, that's 7 out of 10 for me, bro. So that's where we're going to wrap things up today, lads, for the rating your teams in FPL for Game Week 1. If you do enjoy, smash thumbs up, subscribe as well, lads. Depends on when you're watching this. Around 5 p.m. tomorrow, UK time as well and stuff. The first game kicks off at like, I think it's 8 o'clock or something. The Arsenal against Crystal Palace. We're doing a watch along, or a stream, an FPL stream for that. If you want to get involved as well, do make sure you have notifications on. Drop a like, subscribe as well if you did enjoy, lads. And yeah, I'll catch you boys next time for the next one. Peace.